Welcome to the Saturday morning preview show here on PLZ Soccer's YouTube channel. I'm Kerry Pollock, Tam McManus and Alan Ruff are here with me. It's been a few weeks since we've been on the couch, guys. Been doing more research for the quizzing coming up later on?
Obviously, it'll probably be stuff that's happened this week or maybe next week, so that might make it a bit easier.
Let's go on to the first game then. Let's start with Celtic, Dundee United later on today. Jim Goodwin admits that he studied the Bayern blueprint and hopes he can pull one over on Celtic at Celtic Park. How do you see that going? Is he going to be able to execute that one?
Unfortunately, I don't think he's got Harry Kane up front, or at least in the wide areas. But yeah, I think they'll... Listen, Dundee United will go and they'll park the bus, they'll try and be compact and hard to break down and frustrate Celtic. They're not going to dominate the ball like Bayern Munich done against Celtic, so I don't see that happening. I think Celtic will win, but I think Dundee United will go there and make it tough for them. But I just don't see any issues with Celtic at the minute. They're playing well, they're playing good football, attacking, and I think they'll win the game comfortably, 2-0.
Will Celtic's starting line-up roughly be a bit different with the second leg against Bayern Munich coming up the following week?
Well, it's coming up quite soon, isn't it? It's not the Wednesday, it's the Tuesday, isn't
night,
it?
yeah.
So he'll have that in the back of his mind, but he's got enough in surplus, to throw in there. That there are players, obviously, he plays all the time, like McGregor. They'll all be there. With anybody carrying a wee injury or something like that, they'd probably leave them out. But as Tam said, they've got more than enough. I think Dundee United have had I know they're sitting third, but I know they've had their good spell. I think they're getting through a wee iffy bit just now.
What are you thinking?
I'm going to go Celtic 2-0.
2-0
for me.
2-0 for you as well. Dundee take on Aberdeen. Dundee, they picked up those two good results against Celtic and Rangers at Dens Park, Tam. Then they've a few hammerings as well, but they come up against an Aberdeen side 14 games winless in the league.
Yeah, I think it's a kind of big game for both clubs, this. Dundee, two hammering, 6-0, 6-0. Nobody's seen that coming. It can certainly happen against Celtic at Parkhead, but you'd be upset about it at home to Hearts, so they need to pick themselves up. Aberdeen, as we know, on a horrendous run of form. They've got a couple of players out, a couple of players in. I think they'll still be without a win because I don't see Dundee getting beat. I think this will be a draw, but I think Aberdeen, their wait for their win will continue another week.
Scoreline?
1 each.
1 each, okay. As we said there, roughly Aberdeen, 14 games without a win. However, still fourth in the league. Does the concern not really settle in until they start to see them drop?
Well, if they don't win the game, they will continue to drop. There's no doubt about that. They'll get a wee bit of hope from last week against Dunfermline. I thought some of the goals they got last night were pretty easy, but I just think Dundee at home just now are playing particularly well, and I'm going to go for Dundee in this one to win 2-1.
2-1, all right then. Kilmarnock take on St Johnstone. St Johnstone seem to have picked up a bit of form, 2 wins in their last 2 league games, but they're still 5 points adrift, Tam, at the bottom of the table.
Yeah, they are. This is a massive game for St Johnstone. I think they can suck Kilmarnock right back into it. I think Kilmarnock obviously got a good result just last week, but I just think that they can get sucked back into the danger area with a St Johnstone win. I think St Johnstone beat them 3-0. Was it the start of this season or the start of last season? Went down there, I remember them beating them. I think it's a must-win game for St Johnstone. I really do. If they want to suck a few teams back into it, Motherwell playing Ross County, which are another 2 teams which might be in the mire. But I'm going to go for a low-scoring draw here. I don't see Kilmarnock at home getting beat, and I think a draw would probably do them 1 each.
1 each again, okay. Kilmarnock, another team, roughly, that have been struggling to get points on the board, but they've had their injuries to contend with. Kyle Vassell and Innes Cameron. Has that been the problem, the goal-scoring threat?
Yeah, I think Vassell's been a big one. I think they lost the defender as well. What's his name? Finlay.
Stuart Finlay.
He's been a big player for them. But I think at home, it's just a matter of time before it clicks again for Kilmarnock. And I think I know you're saying St Johnstone on a wee bit of a run, but it's 2 games against Motherwell, so I'm going to go Kilmarnock. Kilmarnock to win 2-1.
2-1, okay. Motherwell take on Ross County. Still managerless Motherwell take on a county side who played quite well against the Steelmen in the last 2 meetings. I think a win and a draw. Sam, how do you see this one going?
Again, another tough one to call, another tight game. Motherwell, still not got a manager yet, which I'm pretty surprised about. I thought they would have had someone in. They're obviously taking their time to get the right person. And Ross County are... they're hard to predict, really. They're away from home. They were poor at the start of the season. I think they won 3 in a bounce away from home. Again, I'm just going to go for another draw. I think there's a lot of tight games this weekend. Teams running about each other. I'll go for 1 each again.
Not much movement in the table for you this weekend?
No, I don't think so. As I said, I think Motherwell Ross County looks a tight game. St Johnstone Kilmarnock's a tight game, so I'm going to go for another draw here, 1 each.
1 each again, okay. Lennon Miller looks like he could be back and available, roughly. How much of a miss has he been?
Well, he obviously has been, since he's dropped out. Motherwell haven't been winning games, so it just shows you how he's a big player. But the other players need to pitch in as well. lacked a wee bit of confidence in some of the games. But I think the home advantage in this one might just turn it Motherwell's way. So I'm going to go Motherwell to win 2-1.
2-1, right, okay, moving on to tomorrow. Hearts face Rangers. Does this make or break for Philippe Clement if Hearts get anything from this game, Tam?
Yeah, I think he's hanging on by a thread now. There's not been a lot coming out of Ibrox since that result against Queen's Park. It really is last chance saloon for him. I think this game will suit Rangers, but I think Hearts will come and attack them. Rangers really struggle against teams that sit in. I don't see Hearts sitting in at home at Tynecastle. So this is a game that I think Rangers will be looking forward to, and I think they'll beat Hearts simply because Hearts will come out and attack them, and I think Rangers have got better players. So I think they'll survive another week. They'll go for 2-1 to Rangers.
Tynecastle play a part in it?
Yeah, it's a tough place to go. Me and Raphael know that from our days at Hibs. It's an intimidating atmosphere, and if the home team gets started well, it can be a tough afternoon for you. But I just think that Rangers will love them coming out, Hearts coming onto them, coming out and attacking them. And I think Rangers will pick them off 2-1. How
difficult is it as a player, Ruffy, to go through a period of uncertainty like this, the way Rangers are just now?
Well, you're relying on experienced players, and unfortunately I don't think Rangers have got enough captains in their team. Usually you've got a leader in there who leads by example. I don't think there's anybody doing that. It says a lot about the player's character if they can go to Tynecastle and win that game. Tam's right, they've got better players than Hearts. Again, every time I see Hearts getting a good result, it's because of Craig Gordon playing a couple of saves. It's turning the game for them, and obviously the penalties as well. So I think Hearts are good enough to get a draw in this game, but for me it depends on the Rangers players, how many of them turn up. So I'm going to go one each.
One each, and Tam, what did you say?
2-1 to Rangers.
2-1 Rangers, and finally St Mirren take on Hibs. The Buddies crashed out of the Scottish Cup on penalties, Ruffy, but back to league duties this weekend. Can they get a top 6 finish for the 3rd year running? Yeah,
that'll be the target for them. I think they'll be relying on that. Disappointed getting beaten penalties by all accounts. They were the better side until Hearts scored late on. So again, home advantage. I think they're a big, strong side, and they're one of the teams I would like to see getting in the top 6. So I'm going to go St Mirren to win this one.
All right, Tam, the high-flying Hibees, can they get a win this weekend?
Yeah, I think they can. I think they're on a great run of form. I think St Mirren will be disappointed during the week to go out the Scottish Cup. I think Hibs are on a good run of form. I think both of them will play 3-5-2, but they'll just match up against each other, and it'll just be on the day who's the better team. Both teams have got plenty of pace up front. I'm going to go for goals in this, and I think it'll be a draw, 2 each. 2
each then, right, okay, moving on to our quiz. Are we ready? First question is, other than Brendan Rodgers, which other current Premiership manager has managed Liverpool at some point in their career?
Clark. Oh no.
Wrong, because he went too early and didn't listen. Oh. Which current Premiership manager? We're on a times limit here,
Ruffy. He's a manager of Liverpool?
He has managed Liverpool. Not for a whole season, but he has managed.
No, we're going to look at time. Go.
Right, I need to push you.
Oh no, I can't get that.
Neil Critchley.
Neil Critchley, manager of Liverpool.
He was, yeah.
Yes, I gave you.
No, can't get it.
I gave you plenty of time,
No
Ruffy.
score.
No,
it's a no score.
No scorer, right? Okay. Name any Scottish side that remains unbeaten this year.
Celtic.
Wrong.
Falkirk.
Wrong. Hearts, Hibs, or Greenock Morton?
This year.
This year, not this season. My
I'm quite happy, still not in each.
Okay, right, this is a hard one, I think.
Is it?
Which Shamrock Rovers striker overtook Romelu Lukaku to become the second youngest European goal scorer in history on Thursday evening?
Mooney.
So close.
Woody.
Stop it. Sounds like Mooney.
Hurry up.
Clooney.
Michael Noonan.
Oh.
Michael Noonan. No points yet. Okay, who is the Premiership top goal scorer right now?
It's
Is it?
I need to push
Is it Ruffy Dalby?
Correct.
Yes! Come on, man!
Final question.
You scrap these ones out, Ruffy.
This is for the draw, Ruffy. Celtic fell to a 2-1 defeat at the hands of Bayern Munich on Wednesday night, but which Celtic player was denied the opener for Celtic?
Kuhn.
2-0 Tam. You nipped in front of
Ruffy,
you.
You never get one right.
Week. Back next
Kuhn, I got Kuhn.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with some more Premiership action to look forward to. We'll see you then.